Hello everyone, I am Lipika Lapamanjari Barik from Modern Engineering and Management Studies, Baleshwar. In this video, I am going to discuss about signal and system. Let's see the introduction of signal and system. In this video, I am going to discuss about the title, what is meant by a signal and what is meant by the system. So now let's discuss about the signal. So when we want to frame a definition of signal, we need to keep in mind three important points. Those points are signal is time varying and it is not constant. It varies with time and it is a physical phenomenon. That means it is a physically occurring one, not the ideal one. So next point is about the signal is the intention of signal is to convey information. So here is the 3 point which we need to keep in mind while framing definition of the signal is time varying. It is a physical phenomenon whose main intention is to convey information. So by combining these same 3 points together, I have written the definition as any time varying physical phenomenon that is intended to convey information is called as signal. So for example, I would say we are having signals like human voice, voltage on telephone wire, electrical signal, etc. As well as we are having so many signals like video signal, audio signal. All these signals are comes under signals only, and it is because every signal carries some information. So whatever signals are there or whatever waves are there, which are time varying physical phenomenon, are intended to convey information, all those are called as signals. So now coming to another definition, that is signal is a function of time. So as it varies with time, we can say signal is a function of time. So we can write a signal as function of time as, let's suppose we are having a signal f, and to represent it as signal, I am going to write it down as f of t, where f represents or f denote the name of the signal, and it could be any alphabet or any variable, where t denotes it is varies with time, means the signal is varies with time. So now I hope you all should have got what is signal is and how to represent a signal. So next, I would like to tell you about that you all have heard about noise. So many of you have doubt about noise, that whether noise is a signal or not, or it's a disturbance or signal. So definitely I would say it is also a signal, but it carries unwanted information. For example, let's we are having 10 mobile phones in one class. For all the 10 mobile phones, we are receiving same signal for all, but for one handset, what are the intended signal, those signals are going to accepted by a handset. For example, for my mobile, if your mobile signals are coming, then that signal is treated as noise, or for my mobile, but that signal is intended for your mobile. So noise signals are also signals, but which carries unwanted signal or unwanted information to us. That noise signal may be a wanted signal to other, but as that signal is unwanted to us, so we are calling it as, or we are treating it as noise signal. That means that is a disturbing us, so that is called noise signal. Have you got what is noise signal? So now coming to system. System is a device or group of device which do operations on signal. For example, if you are having a signal and if you want to square the signal, or you want to multiply the signal, or you want to drag that signal, or you want to compress the signal, or you want to any kind of operation on that signal, that can be possible by system only. So generally, systems are devices or group or network of devices which are intended to operate on signal. So generally, system may have one or more inputs or one or more output. So I would say here I have denoted only one input and one output. So I can give here another input, another one input, then I can have output like multiple outputs. So here inputs of the system are called excitation. So I would like to write it down. Excitation and output of the system are called response. Okay. So as we uh, got the system, or as we got the system got active when we are giving a signal as input to it, so it's called excitation. And by operating different operations on that particular signal, the system gives some output at its output end, so it's called response of the system. So you can take any signal as input. Let's say, let x of t is an input signal. Here we are giving an input signal as x of t, and here we are getting an output signal as y of t. So here we can say x of t is the excitation. Due to this input, the system got active and it operate as it is given by the signal to operate. Like if we want to multiply the signal, if we want to square the signal, then the system does that particular work. And by operating operating on the signal, it gives out the output as y of t. So here is the example can be communication system. Because why communication system? Because it consists of transducer, transmitter, modulator, demodulator, receiver. All those are devices used to transmit signal or information. So here, how signal is transmitted? The transducer convert the signal into electrical signal, any signal into electrical signal. Then transmitter transmit it to the modulator. Modulator modulate the signal by increasing its power and frequency. Then at the receiver end, the signal is received by the receiving antenna and feed it to the demodulator, where the signal is demodulated and it is recovered from the carrier signal and it is received by the receiver at the receiver end. So this is how signal and system works in our day-to-day life. So I hope you all should have got some of the information I have talked in this video. Hopefully this will help you. Thank you so much.